下来想请 Cathie 再分享的是说 AI 的价值最后终究会在哪里呈现呢？因为今年以来市场有一个非常重要的争论，就是说投资人对于 AI 的投资似乎都很集中在硬体层，像半导体或晶片或设备等等的。一种争论就是它是不是太窄了这样子的一个想法。那所以接下来我们会想请 Cathie 跟我们来谈谈他眼中 AI 受惠的产业会有哪些，以及大家可能会忽略掉的有潜力的赢家在哪里。So next session we're talking about the market. Your recent media interviews, you mentioned that the inference demand should reshape the industry structure in the future, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But so far this year, the stock market is still obsessed with chips.
Yes.
Not potato chips, but the GPU, CPU, memory chips,
Yes.
etc. Yeah. How do you explain this phenomenon like this?
Well, I think one thing we're learning is, unlike when ChatGPT first came out,
2022.
Yes, in late 2022, and then
yes.
started scaling in 23 and 24.
Yes.
We're not talking about subscriptions at $30 per month anymore. In fact, even at ARC, we're paying something like for our heavy users, power users, we're paying $2,000 per month. Yes, our chief futurist, Brett Winton, I think is going through more than that because he's got so many different projects going on at the same time that these frontier models are just able to take and then run. So he's in heaven. He doesn't have to train a lot of interns. And so it makes a lot of sense. $2,000 a month, that would be $24,000 a year, and that wouldn't even pay for 1/3 of an assistant. So he could go even higher. That's what people are beginning to understand. The major productivity unlock that is going to make knowledge workers more valuable. They're going to be creating more products and services faster, and are leveraging the productivity of AI to become even more creative. Human beings becoming even more creative, imagining that we can do infinitely more than we ever dreamed before. That's what's happening to us. How much is that worth? Well, as more people understand, it's worth a lot to a certain kind of company, probably every company, but certainly our kind of company, that the cloud providers understand they can't keep up with the capacity, so they have to keep investing. So we're in that, wow, this is a demand shock.
Yes.
It's a demand shock, and it's going to take a few years to for supply, meaning hardware, to catch up with demand. Now, as I'm saying that to you, we're already seeing another phenomenon, and that is some companies, especially in the startup world, are beginning to run up bills with the frontier models that are much higher than their venture capital partners believe they should be spending. And so what they're saying is, there are more efficient ways for you to do this. And I believe Anthropic doesn't lead you to the more efficient ways, at least not yet. But OpenAI has found out that it can garner the trust of enterprises by saying, hey, you could become more efficient if you do things this way instead of that way. or not using the leading edge of the frontier model, but just step back, because for that particular task, you don't need the leading edge. So I think there's going to be some efficiency moves by enterprises to solve some of the demand shock, maybe faster than people expect.
Oh, it seems that if you want to use AI to do the more efficient and more productive way, it seems that more integration or platforms and technologies is needed, right?
Absolutely. Palantir is a great one.
Yeah.
Palantir puts guardrails on in terms of governance and compliance, but also understands the language, the distinct language of each enterprise, and is able to evolve more efficient ways of doing things. Again, this is all part of the productivity move, but that will help with the conservation and efficiency when it comes to hardware.
Yeah, you put the AI, robotics, energy storage, blockchain, and the multi-omics sequencing into such a broader disruptive innovation framework, right? Sure, today we all know that it is not just a tech-ready, stock market, but a technology revolution now. But for the investors, do you think can you give some ideas of what kind of signals the investors should notice to know if the capital is starting to rotate from the infrastructure level to the application level?
Yes. Well, I think in the case of multiomics, for example, pharmaceutical companies have a big problem they need to solve. I think the patent cliff, meaning their drugs.
Yeah, they no longer can get so much revenues from the
right.
patent.
They go generic, they lose revenue generating power.
Yes.
So that's a $300 billion hole during the next 5 years in their revenues. So we're beginning to see M&A, and what are they doing? They are buying into companies who are using AI in drug discovery and development, in companion diagnostics, and they're aiming to actually cure disease now that we have the knowledge associated with sequencing technologies to know what is wrong in each cell of our body. Now I say that, each cell of our body. How many cells do we have in our bodies? 35 to 40 trillion. So this is going to be the biggest AI project and the longest lasting one, because what do we all want? We all want to live healthy lives. Not everybody, but we definitely want to live longer and be healthy.
Yes.
And I think curing disease, the more people understand that this is happening now and that it's going to become even more frequent as AI and sequencing technologies converge with CRISPR gene editing, I think that the market will begin, because these stocks have been hurt so badly over the last 5 years. But we're seeing pharma now starting to buy some of them. Lilly bought a company called Verve. Verve is a gene editing company that is going after bad cholesterol and eliminating it. Think about that. And we believe that this could be worth $2.8 trillion in revenues over time. Now, that sounds crazy.
Crazy.
Yes. It is more than 10 times what Lipitor, Pfizer's Lipitor, earned.
For high cholesterol.
Yes, before it went generic. And so now they're seeing a new way that is, you don't have to take a drug every day. you just cure it. And you know what we think that will be worth, the one and done? $160,000. And there are something like 17 million patients in the U.S. that have a form of atherosclerosis. Just that one part of this population with a bad cholesterol, that would be worth that $2.8 trillion.
Yes, exactly.
As soon as some of these revenue opportunities present themselves, because companies like Lilly are buying companies making this happen, I think we're going to see a rush into the healthcare space. Now, consider the source. I have been saying this for a while, but as we've been saying this, what have we learned? It's safe. The FDA is approving it and is actually expediting the trials and the review process. And insurance companies are willing to pay because they avoid a lot of sick care costs, which are more than 80% of the healthcare budget here in the United States.
Okay, so I believe the M&A activities not only just in the multi-omics sequencing, but in other
very much so.
Very good signals. If we see in the future, someone in the future, the more and more M&A activities, maybe there's a signal, right?
Yes, I think it is a signal. And I think the other signal here is that the venture capital market is beginning to boom again. And sure, it started with chips and these frontier models. But venture capital, once they see M&A activity, that's a signal to them to invest more in that area, and that stimulates the whole ecosystem.
Oh.
So we've been very patient because we've seen all these milestones along the way play out, and now we're seeing revenue generation. It's early, but it's starting. And we think this opportunity around cholesterol could be the killer app. As more firms begin to understand this is where it's going, not just rare diseases like sickle cell disease or beta thalassemia, but bad cholesterol, that's a monstrous market.
I understand. Next, for the end of this session about the market, maybe the sharp question maybe forward to you. If we look back at this year's the market, so crazy so far in United States and here in Taiwan.
Yes.
But however, the disruptive innovation themes seems to have somewhat decoupled with such a big rally. What do you think is the reason behind it? And does the innovation complex remains underappreciated or underpriced for a period of time?
Well, I think one of the reasons is the demand shock that I spoke about has been so powerful. Now, I do think we're going to be hearing more about efficiency too. So, and we think this demand shock will equilibrate. We'll reach some equilibrium. Whenever I hear the word shortage, I begin to say, all right, I'm going to start taking some profits, because every shortage that I have seen in all of my years in the business has signaled to the market, do more, so that today what's happening? Well, it's like old is new. Intel is getting a boost.
Yes.
Right? Now, that's the last company I would have expected to get a big boost because it has lost so much share in the CPU space to AMD. It was
Challenger.
Pardon?
The Challenger.
Yes, and it never got the GPU space right, but it is starting to work with Tesla. So I think the share price rise has signaled, okay, let's see if we can work with these other companies that people don't expect to provide a lot of supply. And you'll get the supply coming, I think, in pretty good, and especially when I see in Korea, the focus. I've been through other cycles with the Korean companies, and when they decide to put their time and money into something very specific, we get so much more of it more quickly than we in the US believe, just because of the efficiencies.
投资一定有风险，基金投资有赚有赔，申购前应详阅公开说明书。